Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hello and welcome to the Morning 5. Hope you had a wonderful Independence Day. I'm your host, Michael Ware, President and CEO of the Center for Christianity and Public Life. Today is Monday, July 6th. We'll start from a reading from the 11th Psalm. In the Lord I take refuge. How can you say to my soul, flee like a bird to your mountain, for behold, the wicked bend the bow. They have fitted their arrow to the string to shoot in the dark at the upright in heart. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes see, his eyelids test the children of man. The Lord tests the righteous, but his soul hates the wicked and the one who loves violence. Let him rain coals on the wicked. Fire and sulfur and a scorching wind shall be the portion of their cup. For the Lord is righteous. He loves righteous deeds. The upright shall behold his face. May God bless the reading of his word. Friends, thanks for joining us today. Let's get to the news. First up, an incredibly heartening development over the weekend. Underground church pastor Ezra Jin was released after being imprisoned since October amid a Chinese government crackdown on Christian churches. He arrived in the United States and has reunited with his family members who are living here. President Donald Trump had mentioned his case to Chinese leader Xi Jinping earlier this year. Pastor Jin's family said in a statement, quote, "We hope this is a signal of a positive turn for people of faith in China and relations between our two nations." Next up, an estimated 20 million people are attending funeral ceremonies for Ali Khamenei, the late Iranian supreme leader, this week, after he was killed earlier this year in an airstrike by American forces at the start of the U.S.-Iran war. His body is lying in state at a mosque in Tehran. Russia, China, Pakistan, Iraq, India, and Turkey reportedly have sent diplomats to Iran for the proceedings. Finally, for today's quick updates, nearly 3,000 people are confirmed to have died after 2 earthquakes near Venezuela, with around 40,000 still missing. About 16,000 people have been displaced by the earthquakes and are living in tents and government shelters. One encouraging story of a rescue came late last week when a man named Hernan Alberto Gil Flores was unearthed from beneath about 30 feet of rubble in La Guaira, 8 days after the earthquakes. It took several days for rescue teams to find a safe way to dislodge him from a collapsed shopping mall where he worked as a security guard. He is in stable condition and is receiving medical treatment. With that, let's get into our main segment today. Rather than a main story, what I'd like to do is read from the Declaration of Independence. I feel like it's only appropriate to start the next 250 the way that the first 250 began. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince, whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant, is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them, as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace friends. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father, always near us, may your name be treasured and loved. May your rule be completed in us. May your will be done here on earth in just the way it is done in heaven. Give us today the things we need today, and forgive us our sins and impositions on you as we are forgiving all who in any way offend us. Please don't put us through trials, but deliver us from everything bad, because you are the one in charge. You have all the power, and glory too is all yours forever, which is just the way we want it. All right, friends, thank you for joining me today. As always, The Morning Five is brought to you in partnership with the That Sounds Fun Network, supported by the Center for Christianity and Public Life. If you'd like to learn more about our work at CCPL, you can visit ccpubliclife.org. Hope you have a marvelous Monday.